Johnny Depp is suing his ex-wife Amber Heard for $50 million in damages for harassment claims she made against him that he says are false and defamatory. Depp has denied ever being physically violent against Heard. As a result of this case, Heard is countersuing Depp for $100 million. First, let's rewind to provide some important history and context to explain how we got here. In 2009, while filming on the set of The Rum Diary, Depp and Heard met for the first time. 3 years later, in 2012, Depp and Heard began dating. This marked the end of Depp's 14-year relationship with his long-term partner, Vanessa Paradis. After dating for 2 years, they got engaged in 2014. The couple got married in 2015 in a private ceremony. In May of 2016, Heard filed for divorce and was granted a temporary restraining order against Depp. She claimed that Depp had thrown a phone at her, which caused bruising. In a sworn declaration, she says, "During the entirety of our relationship, Johnny Depp has been verbally and physically abusive to me." Heard requested that Depp attend a year's worth of anger management classes. The judge later rejected this request and also refused to extend the protective order to the couple's dogs. No charges were pressed against Depp, who also denied ever attacking Heard. In a joint statement, the couple announced that they had settled the divorce. It also noted that Heard would be donating any proceeds from the settlement to charity. Later, in 2017, the divorce was finalized. At the heart of this defamation lawsuit is an op-ed that Heard wrote for the Washington Post in 2018. In the op-ed, she wrote, "I became a public figure representing domestic abuse, and I felt the full force of our culture's wrath for women who speak out." Her article details her experience with abuse, all the way from childhood to adulthood. However, it does not explicitly mention Depp's name. At the center of the article, Heard asked for support for women who are experiencing domestic violence. In 2019, the current lawsuit was filed. Depp sued Heard for defamation, claiming that the Washington Post article was a way for her to spin up positive press for herself. He also claimed that she was not the victim of domestic violence, but was instead the perpetrator. Audio of Heard allegedly saying she hit Depp surfaced in 2020 and was published by the Daily Mail.
"But I was hitting you. It was not punching you. You're fine. I did not hurt you. I did not punch you. I was hitting you."
How are you?
What am I supposed to do? Do this? I'm not sitting here about it, am I? You are. That's the difference between me and you. You're a baby.
Later that year, Depp sued British newspaper The Sun and its executive editor, Dan Wootton, for libel over a story that called him a wife-beater. Depp has also brought forward claims that Heard had affairs with business magnate Elon Musk and actor James Franco. Additionally, he claimed that Heard put her own fecal matter in their bed and was physically violent toward him. In November of 2020, the judge ended up siding with The Sun. After the ruling, Depp released a statement saying that he had been asked to exit the Fantastic Beasts franchise. "I wish to let you know that I have been asked to resign by Warner Brothers from my role as Grindelwald in Fantastic Beasts, and I have respected and agreed to that request," he writes. In 2021, Heard filed the countersuit against Depp for $100 million. Fast forward to April 11, 2022, the defamation trial kicked off in Fairfax County, Virginia. On April 19th, Depp took the stand and testified over 4 days. Depp's attorneys lay out evidence of Heard's alleged abuse, while Heard's lawyers focus on showing that Depp perpetrated the violence. While testifying, Depp claimed that Heard would instigate arguments and escalate their feuds. In the beginning of May, Heard fired her original public relations firm because she was reportedly frustrated by the negative coverage she'd been receiving following Depp's testimony. On May 4th, the first day of Heard's testimony, she painted a picture of a man who went between active addiction and sobriety, which she claimed made it hard to continue a relationship. Heard's team rested his case on May 24th. Meanwhile, Depp's team asked the judge to dismiss Heard's countersuit, which ended up being unsuccessful. On May 25th, before closing arguments, Depp returned to the stand.
It's insane to hear heinous accusations of violence, sexual violence, that she's attributed to me, that she's accused me of. I don't think anyone enjoys having to split themselves open and tell the truth. But there are times when one just simply has to, because it's gotten out of control. Horrible. Ridiculous, humiliating, ludicrous, painful, savage, unimaginably brutal, cruel, and all false. All false.
Heard also returned to the stand on May 26 before closing arguments. She said that she has been flooded with death threats since the start of the trial.
Protecting the secret that I did for as long as I did has taken enough of my voice. Johnny has taken enough of my voice. I have the right to tell my story. I have the right to say what happened to me. I have the right to my voice and my name. He took it long enough. I have a right as an American to talk about what happened to me, to own my story and my truth. I have that right. I hope to get my voice back. It's all I want. And I've said that from day one.
After multiple long days of deliberation, the jury finally reached a verdict on June 1st. In Depp's defamation case against Heard, the jury sided with Depp and ordered Heard to pay $15 million. This consisted of $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive damages. However, in Heard's countersuit against Depp, Depp was ordered to pay $2 million in compensatory damages. This was a huge victory for Depp, but neither side was found to be fully innocent. After the trial, both Heard and Depp took to social media to share their thoughts on the verdict. Depp said the verdict gave him his life back. Meanwhile, Heard says she was heartbroken over the verdict.